Alrighty. Well, so I leveled up and got into level 18, did a whole bunch of stuff. And traveled all over. Did a whole bunch of quests. Did a whole bunch of things.
Over here.
Obviously, I haven't started this yet. But I did, I was like level what, 14, 15, something like that? I'm already 18 now. So, did another Merlin quest. Did a whole bunch of just beating enemies. Like I just did a lot. I got a couple extra spells, like Wingardium Leviosa and push thing.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here.
I'm already
No sense
ahead
in
of you.
announcing our arrival.
Why don't you use it?
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Are you gonna use it?
Quickly now.
Reaching an enemy undetected allowed you to cast Petrificus Totalis. I haven't been able to do that yet, so.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
Okay, so I literally just learned that here.
Revelio.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis.
I did upgrade my stealth, I think, so.
There must be something.
Petrificus Totalis.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Revelio.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, mind. Not like I'd fall out now.
Petrificus Totalis.
Yeah, because I think. No, I didn't get this one yet. Here I am thinking I did.
Revelio.
Now, since I earned this, I really do need to put more points into that.
Hello?
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Revelio.
I will draw blood.
I need some healing. This game is difficult, man. I probably had 50 game overs by now. Well, at least it put me here.
I will draw blood.
See, the problem is he has a yellow shield, and I don't have very many yellow items. The spells. Damn it. I also don't have a whole lot of things. God damn it. I'm dodging that, it's just... It wouldn't be so bad if the Wig and Wart potions were so hard to acquire. I am effectively running on 0 this entire game. You can make them, but only one. And you can grow the stuff to make them, but you can only do it like every 10 minutes. So, they were, and plus they cost 100 gold each. Most of the legendary or really high-ranking stuff I sell is only 90 coins. Like, those potions are hard to make and hard to buy. They're like...
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Yeah, I've been seeing lock stuff out everywhere.
Revelio.
Neat, but I'm not gonna have that on.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Revelio. Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. This looks intriguing. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section.
And yes, I'm running on 0 potions, but that's just normal.
Revelio.
I'm always running on 0, unless I find them. This game is extremely stingy. This game is like stingier on potions than Dark Souls, because Dark Souls at least has the courtesy to refill them at like save points. So in that respect, this game is actually more difficult than that, because your potions do not ever get refilled. Which is why you see me immediately equipping every piece of gear I come across.
Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Well, I hope if it has me fight, that it's at least going to have the common courtesy of giving me some health beforehand.
Revelio. These are never a welcome sight.
And the answer to that is
So
no.
what to expect this time?
Fucking game expects me to do everything with a single health bar. Like, potions need to be like 10 gold, not 100. That's one of the main problems, is that they're really pricey. That, or I need like some way to get lots and lots of gold. Like, I need like 10,000 gold.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Well, that's strange. One. It gave me one.
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Okay, that was bad on my part.
The room changes when we move in and out of the archway. More statues.
That never reaches. Of course. Fucking course. Maybe I should change out my fire for one of the purples. That may actually be more useful. Can't I just...
Wingardium Leviosa.
No. Okay.
Glacier. Accio. Ha. Revelio. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Hmm.
I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
At the moment, I'm very confused. The only thing that's different is that there's an archway. And that's not there over there. But that doesn't mean anything because that doesn't lead up anywhere.
So that's
Okay, yeah,
it.
it does.
I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Okay. That explains it a little bit better.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
I just have to like guess. Right. Suppose I don't have to guess too hard.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Oh, it just kind of aligned it there for me.
Revelio.
That's interesting. I don't know how you're supposed to get that chest.
I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other. I'll never get used to these floors.
Okay, that didn't do shit to him. New plan. Putting this back. Come on, I didn't even see a notification for that one. I did there, I just couldn't get out of the way. This game is really difficult. This game is really fucking difficult. Oh, and it reset my shit, which means I'm gonna have to do that every time. Okay.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Thing is how am I supposed to go about doing this? That's a lot of enemies. Like, immediately need to take one out. Ow. God damn it, I was in the middle of spell casting. I wasn't even aiming at you. God damn it. You little bastards don't have, like, Any notifications?
Revelio.
This fucking game is difficult, man. Worth a shot. With this game, I just can't. I just have to assume. Did I cheese it? I might have cheesed it. I'm assuming I did, since I didn't use hardly any of the points for it. Five Wiggenwell potions? Oh, now you're giving me potions? Well, now I'm scared as fuck. Why are you giving me 5 potions? I've never even had 5 all at once.
I like the look of this.
Fuck you and a half. That's why I had the 5. What? I don't even know what the fuck just happened. I don't know why I'm using Incendio. I know it's not fucking working. Second thing. Also, it's unlocking me. Yeah, I understand that it's purple and I need purple, but I don't have purple on. Damn it. I can only have 4 at a time, and switching is kind of a pain. Yeah, and that doesn't do any damage. If I had a purple that did damage, it would be better, but at least I beat it. It only took me 3 potions.
What a relief.
Honestly, that boss was easier than some normal enemies I fought.
Another pensive.
I kind of wish that this would stay. If I say I want a piece not to be shown, I don't want it to be shown. Also, from what I understand, all of this is like made with conjuration magic, which they don't allow in Hogwarts. Is why you don't see it very often. Yeah, that's conjuration magic, I believe.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take.
Right thing to say, but definitely taken the wrong
Every year,
way.
a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening.
Wait,
There's
she
much
the
I'd like to
current
share
one?
with you.
That would be delightful.
Did she
We shall
like
let
give
the others
her
know.
age to her father
Very
or
well.
something?
I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. Revelio.
Did you really have to make a giant ass statue?
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
That was both as difficult as I thought it was going to be and not as difficult as I thought it was going to be.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then,
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies, yes, sir.
Before you go,
Professor?
have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path.
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
That's a keeper. I can't remember the last time I was in this room. What room is it exactly?
I should ask some...
About a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
So it's directly left of the common room to the right. That's funny. It's like required level 12. But here I am at like level 18. Oh, that's outside. The only waypoint I couldn't find was the hospital. I tried for like an hour to get up to the hospital and I couldn't. I don't think I can.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
Really? You're gonna make me use up all my slots?
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the
Also, the
pens
tongue
and select
thing,
another beast.
that was too
And
easy of
please, do be
very
careful
many
as
jokes
you
to make,
feed
to
and
do.
groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her
Also,
name
that's
is
like
Persephone.
the teacher's
That's really not funny.
it's like literally the teacher's like pet. Like for
Let's
class.
go.
Like, shouldn't you be like expelled for that shit? Like he was literally harming a school animal. It's like, shouldn't that be like
Those
detention
two
or
don't
some
belong
shit?
anywhere near this class. Poachers in training.
What would you like me to do next, Professor?
Assist Miss Sweeting at the Neasel enclosure. She will need help brushing and feeding them. You will find it is similar to your work with the Puffskins.
Oh, I wanted to tell her about that fucker that was like trying to pull whiskers off the thing.
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an
They're like
end.
Maine Coons.
Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Couldn't I be telling her about that dude that was literally trying to rip the whiskers off of like like
Hello, Professor.
that seems like something that you can't just should be doing.
Did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on
I've
more
definitely killed a
immediate
bunch of
matters that
poachers.
we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well, lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Probably some magical
Don't
talking
worry,
beast or
we're
something.
nearly there. It's just ahead.
Was class over? I'm so confused.
Stand back.
It's a griffin. Oh wait, I think, right?
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful.
Eagle horse.
You must always
Oh, yeah,
show
hippogriffs,
the
that's
proper
right.
courtesy before you approach them. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but
Pasties?
she's a dreadful busybody.
Pastries? Being pasties. Pasties? Being her like nipple tape? Like what's going on? What the fuck's a like pasties sort of pasties? I just read that as that's spelt pasties, which just it's nipple tape. I don't understand where it's getting
So,
anything
what
else
did you
from
think
that.
of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howen, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning
I'll
something.
kill him later.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into
I have
it.
other shit to do.
Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Revelio.
Never tickle a sleeping guardian. What if they like being tickled? You don't know that.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
You don't know.
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was hoping you might want to redeem yourself for not having brought me that Fupa feather and potions. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping
Well, you
you
can
could
do
follow
both.
the secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
I don't know, Gareth. Secret passage to a cellar? Sounds like it's off limits.
Not at all. It's a perfectly legitimate secret passage. I'd use it if I could. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig stings?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
Oh no, I
I'll
just...
need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction.
Do I though?
The one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
I don't understand what the fuck this is trying to tell me. So 5, 1, 6. Another 5 is 11. Okay, but what does knowing the number 5 have to do with anything?
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
I'm really just gonna wait here all day.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will. Which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise. Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
That's a weird backstory for a video game quest.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh,
That's never been a thing yet in this game. I've walked around at night all the fucking time.
And I took advantage of it. Oh,
In fact, there didn't seem to be any
those were the days.
really regard to day or night other
You'll
than
find
just
one statue in the prefect
how things looked.
bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Kills enemies instantly. Where is it? Oh. It's just
Alahomora.
always on you. Where? What am I doing? What am I lining this up with? Rotate the dials until both corresponding gears are activated and release the lock. I'm very confused. What is... Oh. Okay, that is not how I thought that was going. I thought I needed to, like...
Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Fair enough.
Alahomora.
Professor Fig, yeah. Bureaucratic nonsense. The we heard you, but we don't care. We have more important, or we think we have more important things. Response. Okay, so I'm assuming you get higher leveled stuff. Based on how many of these things. I've been using Revelio to like find people for a while.
Hello, Amora. Revelio.
Pot of gold. What am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, I don't understand what that means. Three horse and whatever is 14. So what's horse? Is horse 2? Or is it like 1, 2, 3? Like, do I count left up? It's like, I mean, I know it's a puzzle, but like, if we go that horse is supposed to be number 2. Yes, I think. So what's the third one? Do I do another symbol to count that, or? Yeah, like, at least I think it's 2. Do I have to do this? I actually don't know if I have to do this or not.
Revelio.
It actually made it harder. I actually don't know what that is. Oh, it's 3. So 3, 3. Six. Well, 4, and then 2. So 8. So I need 8. So I need that thing, whatever it is. Those. That. Spider is a 9. What? That's already 14. Unless it's 2. That doesn't make any sense. Spider in 5 is 14. The spider is 9. Unless it's 2. Unless you have to start from the right hand side. It's like 1, 2. The only way that that could work. I'm not even sure if that's how that works. 5, 6, 7. So I'd need 6. Which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever the hell that thing is. Ow. Okay, so let's redo this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So that'd be 8, 9, 10, 11. So I need 3. 1, 2, 3. It's the squid thing again. This is the squid thing. No. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I just need to put a spider in that thing. Yeah, so this is... That's the 2. There's not that many combinations. I'll brute force it. So it was... It doesn't make any sense. It was that guy. The first one. And then... that symbol. The first and last symbol? Okay, but why? I remember it was like 5, and then down the left was spider. And upright. So how would it end up here? Does it make like a triangle? I'm very confused as to how that works. I think next time I'll just brute force the fuckers because it seems to be quicker. I don't know how that works. Even when I figured it out, I don't know how that works. The numbers are throwing me off. I don't know what the numbers mean.
The faculty caught you sneaking about, didn't I?
Oh, that's just a game over? God damn it. For all that work. You mean to tell me I have to do this all again? No, the chests still seem to be open. Okay, that door's still open. So I still unlocked it. Mercifully. It didn't take that all away from me.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
Generation of plodding cape fappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yeah, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
One left, but the other one didn't. Well, now they both left. Level 3 doesn't matter anyway. Huh? What was that? Oh, must be the wind. Huh? What was that? Oh, must be the wind. Huh? What was that? Must be the wind.
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Let me...
That had better not be another student, I hear.
I just wanted to click the field guide.
You are commanded at once.
What? This thing wasn't even all the way up. Okay. If you are not a stealth game maker, please stop fucking making stealth segments in your game. The filling the eye bar and getting caught and doing all this other stuff is not what all a stealth game is about. This is coming from someone who has played pretty much every single Metal Gear game that's ever existed. Okay? If you can't do it, don't do it. I understand the temptation. But pretty much 100% of y'all fucking developers can't. I'm sorry. It's like, I know you try. I really do. But unless your name is Splinter Cell or Metal Gear Solid, you are not doing stealth correctly. And just leave it to the professionals. And Metal Gear isn't even a thing anymore because Konami let the person who made Metal Gear go.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion.
Rude.
Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins...
Oh, this is a bathroom.
Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My mark's in Professor Hecat's class.
Revelia. I don't think that's what that class is for.
She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, you troll? How dare you speak to us that way? I'm a prefect too. That's it. 50 house points.
You can't do that.
This has got... You'll pay for this. I'm not sure how, but you will.
Kind of fucked this mission. Fucked this mission pretty bad. I'm usually pretty good at stealth missions, believe it or not. I've completed, like, I've S-ranked quite a few Metal Gear Solid 5 missions. Like, I can do that. I guess I go up there. I don't know. Would you just go the fuck over there? Stupid motherfucker. I don't over. I don't need you over there. I need you over down here. I don't even know where you went. He's gonna see me on the stairs and he's gonna fuck the whole thing up. Well, that's why I couldn't get the hospital wing. Yep, see, this is what I was worried about. Are you fucking serious? Are you going back up the stairs? Your AI bugged? Over here, you stupid fuck. Your AI pathing is fucked, my guy.
I wouldn't. What trickery are you up to?
Motherfucker, why did you go up the stairs when I was shooting in the hallway? It's like, that wasn't even anywhere near I was shooting. God damn it. I hate it when developers that don't know how to do this stuff. I mean, it on the surface looks like it works fine, but I'm telling you, it doesn't work. They don't know what they're doing. They played a video game where this stuff was in it, and they thought, we can do that too. It doesn't look that hard. No, it is way fucking harder than you think it is in order to make it, like, work. Right? There's a lot of mechanics that go into making that work. People have no idea how hard it is to make a Metal Gear. Can I just knock this fucker out? I can't kill him. Okay. I had to shoot it at the floor, which doesn't make any sense. Because if I shoot it at the paintings, he walks upstairs for some fucking reason.
Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons.
I was not expecting you to walk directly toward me, but okay. Where the fuck was I supposed to go? There was 3 people in a semicircle around a bed. Okay? Now, you were a video game. You were making a sneaking mission. There's 3 people in a semicircle around a bed. They're talking. They stop talking. One of them starts moving. You are going to go in the opposite direction of those 3. Of all those in the semicircle, you are going to go the furthest away of those in that semicircle in that opposite direction of a natural response. That is why I went to the door, because that is the natural response, but it was locked. I figured in that moment that that door I would have to unlock and then go through before someone noticed. None of that happened. I'm starting to get really tired of this mission. Because at first it was kind of neat. It's like, oh, I sneak around, sneaky, sneaky. But now I'm just getting tired of the fucking mechanics because these AI are fucking stupid and they can see everything you do. Okay, so
Terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I guess I'll just sit over here.
If there ever is one, I suppose you should.
Okay, I was waiting for that one to activate her thing, but she's not. Weird. Okay, that made sense. Normally they didn't give a shit. Now all of a sudden they do.
That you are to be remanded at once.
I hate this quest. The AI is simultaneously the stupidest fucking sneaking mission AI I've ever played and also the most perceptive. Why can't I just like snap their necks? Come on, give me something to stab in the back. Let me stun them. Let me do something. For fuck's sake. Can't I just hit him? What do I force? I don't know. If I fail a couple more times, I'm just gonna start like hitting him with shit and seeing if I can get by with one of them. See if I literally just can't kill him. Oh, are they gone? I guess they knew that they kind of fucked up when like they literally just started removing NPCs for failing it over and over again. Just so you can finally make it through here. 'Cause it's not done very well. On the surface it looks fine. But it's the minutia. You have to be... You can't think like a video game designer when you do stealth. That's the problem. It's like you can't think mechanically when you do stealth. And that is why it is so difficult to do stealth. It is not an easy thing to do, and just about 99% of all developers fail. I mean, like, yeah, that's a dumb mechanic that works. It's whatever. It's like very video gamey. It just goes to show, like, it's not an easy thing to do, and Hideo Kojima like really knew what the fuck he was doing. Listen.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Yeah, it only took me like 9 game
You're
overs.
as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar. And
My
I
game
have something
overs
to
in this
offer
game is
in
probably up in the
exchange for
50s
your
already.
assistance.
No lie,
remember,
I've probably,
moons are only retrievable
by this
at
point
night.
in a Dark
Thus,
Souls
I
game, have
encourage you
died
to use
less
a disillusionment when
in a Dark Souls
necessary.
game than I have failed in this one.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alahamora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye.
Basically, if I want to unlock most of the locks in this damn game, I need to...
Oh, I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Well, at least I got my final little warp point. Ooh, handy. I'll keep that in mind. Cat. I think the cats are actually like a protector thing or whatever. Or they can be.
about you taking down... Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seemed as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him. About Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards. Even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok...
The Harry Potter world is very
give him my
interesting
best.
because there's pretty much like no
I don't
police
know what you've
force
done
to
make
speak
such
of.
powerful enemies, but please,
Everyone just kind of on their own.
watch your back.
And everyone kind of becomes their own police force. Very, very interesting.
Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she said she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Fair enough. Was this a free one of those, apparently? Okie dokie.
I'm ready.
Good.
Yep, I have 3 potions, which is more than I normally have.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind sees things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Fair enough. I mean, people trust them with money, so that's something. You don't just blindly trust people with vast amounts of wealth. I mean, they're the keeper of, like, you know, Gringotts. So if anything, that's more proof than anything. Probably should have spread that dialogue along, though. Instead of just walking in silence.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Oh, dreadful looking place, isn't it? Revelio.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a dark witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The Helmet of Urtgott is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
Fair enough.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
It's sealed. Lumos. Moths. Curious. Goblin's beard. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos.
There's only one per.
Lumos. I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Y'all motherfuckers are about my level. That never reaches. I swear to God, this video never reaches. This shit is just too short. Okay, so I did it right, just not right. It's really creeping me along with the
Lumos.
With the upgrades, or with the defense, which doesn't really seem to be helping any.
If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Revelio. Lumos. Reparo. Levioso. This has a moth imprinted on it. The same as the door. Lumos.
Oh. Ah.
Lumos. Revelio.
And now I'm curious about what the hell's over here.
I need to get that platform closer, but how? Reparo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, so if I hold it, she just automatically Wingardium Leviosa's. Interesting. I mean, you can't really make like a stealth build in this game, but you can be really good at stealth. Well, to a
What's
point.
that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, fair enough. I was like, why'd you do that? Well, that's good.
Lumos. 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 Lumos.
What the hell did it get to?
This looks even more complex.
Oh.
Lumos. Incendio. Closer. Lumos.
I don't even know. I don't even understand why there's ear slots to begin with. I have an idea. The idea did not work.
Lumos.
I'm thinking.
Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it.
Right. We figured that out. The problem is I have to have a butterfly in it to make it spin. So I need to find another way to get up there with little bastard. The other problem is maybe the other problem is I need that to get up there, but then I can't get it from up there. So no matter what, one has to be there. Unless there's 4 here, I don't... Oh wait, is that a 4th one? That is a 4th one. Okay. I was gonna rack my brain on that for a while. Okay, so that immediately just goes all the way over there.
Lumos.
So that's annoying. Can I get that from up there, maybe?
Lumos.
Apparently the answer is yes.
Lumos.
What the? Oh, I was gonna say, like, where the fuck did you go? Okay, that was simpler than I thought it was gonna be, but also harder than I thought it
Witch's
should be.
final resting place. Lord Gok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. The dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lord Gok won't like this. Better show this to Lord Gok. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Lord Gok, the sarcophagus has been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
I have 3 potions.
Revelia. There they are, the Ashwinders.
Expulso! You will pay for that.
You're going to regret that. You've made a great mistake.
based on electricity.
Expulso!
Barely felt anything at all.
Is that all you've got?
Stop that right now.
I pressed the B button, god damn it. I was in an animation. That did nothing. Ow. Wrong button. What? How'd you get over there? Oh. Motherfucker's teleporting.
Revelio. That's it.
This is for Rookwood! Try not to make this too easy for me.
I am...
Time for some assistance.
Coward!
Confringo.
Oh, fuck all of that. Jesus Christ. The difficulty in this game is a lot higher than you think it is. This is a...
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Oh, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Fair enough.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
God, everyone just wants me to do everything all the time, apparently. All at once. Well, thankfully I've already been there. See, that's the benefit of unlocking travel points or travel places.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Have you always said that? Have you actually always said that? Or are you just saying it now for the first time?
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened.
Forbidden
to her.
how?
Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight.
Didn't I like beat everything in
Here
that
we are.
castle over there?
My
I probably
sister
did
should
it.
be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Curse how? Looks like a womb curse or something. Their intestines?
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Yeah, that was
Sebastian.
fucking family
Not
drama.
the visit he'd hoped for.
That was definitely some family drama. I'm gonna go inside and beat the shit out of this guy.
I'm sorry about earlier.
Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
You sure it's just not like abdominal pain or something? Like, is it actually a curse, or you just need to be opened up medically and have like maybe like intestinal cancer or something? It's like
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I'm so sorry. I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Yeah. The problem with this is like all of them were correct in some way. Like, people have been driven mad trying to find cures and made things way worse. In this, in the Harry Potter world, many times actually, or trying to do something they shouldn't to the human body, and it goes very wrong. That's a thing that happens a lot, and be like, hey, this is fucked, and like you just can't do anything. I understand being like, why can't we do like, we can conjure shit, we can do magic, why can't we just like make someone not be in pain? It's like, it's really dumb. It's like, but then like you start messing with the human body, and apparently that is like just.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
I apologize for my uncle.
You're both right, but you're also both wrong. He wasn't out of line, he was just an asshole about it. There's
I
a
know
difference.
he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister.
Nah, I
And
mean,
I'm
she's
going
fine.
to
I
get
mean,
her
she
back.
seems to be
Come with
coping
me.
as best as
I
what
need to show you
can.
where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Can you just go out and kill them all? I mean, that's what I've been doing half the time.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble?
So it's like an avocadabra.
It's an honor to be a part of it.
Oh damn, that was quick. Whatever that was. What level?
One there. I won't rest. You've made your last mistake.
That stood on there for a long time.
Just you wait.
None of those is what I wanted to do. There we go.
Protego. Incendio.
Let's get it.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Much too slow.
Goodness fucking Christ.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
What do you mean you tried to warn me? We're the one waltzing up here.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere. but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Interesting.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Kill the painting?
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Alright, yeah, the old memory.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Closer.
Huh, a stairwell. Why
Shiny
bother blocking
fog.
a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Revelio.
There's something behind here. Oh.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange.
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to
Fair
me
enough.
anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Level 20. $22. Increases the range of Revelio. That may be what I do next. I mean, I use it a lot. Yeah. May as well get that over with. Just get that spell.
Revelio.
Yeah. God damn it. Of course, it's something that... Yeah, I know. Merlin trials increase my gear slots. Yeah. Okay, that's probably gonna be it for me, though. I'm gonna go sell a lot of my stuff, but that was neat. I mean, he has a
Thank you again for
pretty
those potions to
well done backstory, I
Saved
suppose.
me a lot of time and trouble. A wise decision. Thank you. A wise decision. Thank you.
Yeah, so I can afford one. One's on.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for
One
now.
wicked will. I mean, they now heal me at full health, but even still, Jesus Christ. This game is so stingy about health. Very stingy. And now I know if it gives you health potions, be worried. I mean, imagine if your Estus flasks in Dark Souls never came back from a bonfire. That's this game. They never come back. It's like you don't get them refilled for free. You always have to grind to get them back, and you lose them very quickly. Because like one hit and like your health could all like 1 or 2 hits. Like generally you only take about 3 hits per health bar. So don't get hit ever. Which is why I've been dodging. Dodging, it's like it seems the developers, when they made this game, were like, hey, people are really liking this Dark Souls stuff. Let's add that in a little bit. And they certainly as fuck did. That's one of the things that they, like, every single enemy, no matter how weak of an enemy, can wreck your shit. Even if it's like 10 levels lower, it will still wreck your shit if you let it like touch you. Yeah, you could probably beat them faster, but they will still wreck your shit. They still do a lot of damage. So yeah, I was not expecting this game to be this combat focused. And I've seen like a little bit of gameplay of like, what is that, Dragon Age Veilguard, and that looked like shit. So it's like this game actually like wrecks it, which is funny. And what's funny is I think this game has more LGBTQ stuff and DEI stuff in it than Veilguard did. It's just that Veilguard pushed it harder. Because that lady at the bar did used to be a guy. literally said, like, my friends don't recognize me. They think I was like a wizard and not a witch, right? Because like they change. I forget. I thought the potion that you used that did that was temporary, and that you needed like hair from somebody. Like, but you have to like apply it every day, right? But I don't understand what magic Corona whatever used. It may not be that one. It could be a permanent thing. I'm not sure. Whatever the case, it didn't it like their voice is still the same. I guess they just did care to do any vocal training. But yeah. So this game has a lot. Like, one of the ladies said that, like, you know, her wife, one of the older ladies, there's diverse characters from like Korea and all over. It's like, this game has a lot of it in here. They pandered here. They certainly pandered more than I thought it was going to, and yet people still shat on it. It's like, can nothing make you guys happy? Just because the creator's a bitch, you had the developers and the writers of this game putting in all the DEI stuff that everyone wanted, and they still shat on it and made death threats to people that even bothered to play it. So because of that, because like, if this game had none of that, maybe I could. Well, no, I can never see it, but like, I can at least attempt to get the understanding of it. But no, this has a lot of it in here. It's like, it's fine. In fact, it's way more than I think it should be necessary here. Some of it does start to feel like it's getting a little forced, but it's not quite breaking to that level of being forced for me yet. It's just, I do roll my eyes a bit here and there that they have to mention it, but like, they did their best to keep it on the down low and just make it seem more natural. Because like, when the lady said her wife, it's like that was topical, like, because you knew her. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's why would you say like their full name if it's your wife, right? So it's like, that made sense. It's like the part that they added in, and it being, you know, Hogwarts a school and they come from all over also makes sense, right? Like, they come from all over, so it's like, of course it would be a little bit more diverse. So that also made sense. So it's this run thing or whatever, that's kind of getting there, but otherwise, and the school is like mostly white people, which makes sense. This is European, and it's like the 1800s. It's like, of course, there's only going to be a couple people of color. It's like, that makes sense. It all makes sense. It's all done rather well, given the current climate. And for some damn reason, developers have even been going out and said, like, yeah, we lost trillions, but we're going to double down. It's like, are you people retarded? It's like, look, we had DEI, like, you know, diversity. Like, we had diversity. We had acceptance. We had a lot of that back in, like, hell, the 80s. 90s. It's like, you know, what is it, the Predator movie, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I do forget his name. It's like the black guy is like, I can't remember. I haven't seen. I can't remember the actor's name, but because I followed more of Arnold's work than I did the other guy. I know he was in some stuff, but you know, they did that, like, you son of a bitch, and it's like, they shook hands, and it was like, flex their muscles, and I was like, damn right. You know, damn right. It's like, that's, brotherly love has no race. Or culture difference. And that was cool. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for me. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.